Okay, I literally just came on here to say that Simone Biles is a literal icon. Like, oh my gosh. I just finished watching her docuseries on Netflix, and oh my gosh, it was so good. And as someone, I love Simone Biles. I love the Olympics. I love watching gymnastics. And I feel like the documentary really like humanized her, because when people are so insanely talented like that, you really forget. I mean, you don't forget, but like it almost makes it seem like they're not human. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's like, she not real. You know what I mean? But watching that docuseries, like it was just so nice to see like a different side of her that you might not see if you just watch the Olympics and you don't watch any interviews. But she's like funny, she's sweet, she's mean sometimes, she's serious. Like she's all of those things just because she's human, you know? Like nobody's perfect. Like she has her ups and downs. She has like she struggles with the same thing that we struggle with, like anybody else, like mental health. Um, like the whole Tokyo Olympics, they had like a whole episode dedicated to that because people were talking trash, and that part was so crazy to me because I would say that gymnastics, honestly, I was a college athlete, okay? So like that's like semi-professional, and I play basketball. And I don't see how any athlete could ever say that gymnastics is harder than theirs. Like I could never, like I've played at a high level and I still know that gymnastics could never compare to. I'm trying to think of one sport that maybe, I guess in terms of like injury ratio, probably American football is up there because half of the sport is just getting injured, and I assume it's the same with gymnastics, like half the sport is just hurting yourself. But in terms of actual like difficulty and like no, you have to know how to do skills. Like football, like I low key could get on there. I would suck, but I could low key get on there and like figure it out. But gymnastics, I could no. There's no figuring that out. I cannot even do one swing on those bars. I can't even do one jump on the beam. You know what I'm saying? So like, anyways, that's a whole nother conversation. But like gymnastics is a hard sport, and that's why they literally dedicate their lives to this. Like their lives to worlds and Olympics and all that competing. And I'm just so glad she's black. Like, so glad. Oh, but that's what I was gonna say before. Like, it's crazy to me that people are like, oh my gosh, Simone Biles is a quitter. Like, how could she do this, that, da, da, da. When half of those people who are saying that can't even do 1%, can't even do 1% of what she can do. Do a cartwheel. Do a somersault. Matter of fact, I bet you can do a somersault. I bet they can't even do that. Like, that's crazy. Because if you knew even half of what it takes to go up there on that level and do what she does, if you need to take a year off, babe, take as many years as you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could never even, as an athlete, as someone who know, like, not even knows that level, but just as someone who has played sports before, like, I would never like try to undermine someone taking time off for their mental health. So that part was honestly just crazy to me. But yeah, it was so good. And it just really reminded me like anyone is capable of anything. Like Simone Biles isn't, you know, well, she is special, but you know what I'm saying? Like she's still a human being. Like she went out there and put in that hard work. She didn't just wake up and have all these golds next to her. She woke up and dedicated every day for what she said the past 20 something years to get to where she is now. And I feel like that, and it just made me so emotional too. Like I wasn't expecting to cry as much as I did. Like every episode I was just like, and it wouldn't even be like, sometimes it wasn't even something sad. It was just like a beautiful moment. And I'm just like, I am so glad. That brings me back to I'm so glad that she's black. Oh my gosh. I am so glad that she's black because she and Rebecca Andrade from Brazil, I'm so glad she's black too. Um, like, it just makes me so happy. Because, you know, in America, I don't know where y'all watching this from, but in America, you know, black women, we can never win. So when we really do win, like when we undeniably win, it's just like it feels like a win for all of us, you know? So yeah, so she's great. She's great. Honestly, I want to go to 2020 Olympics. Maybe I'll meet her. Who knows? Simone, if you're watching this, love. But yeah, like that's really all I wanted to say. She is such a fierce competitor, and she doesn't let the naysayers get to her, which I feel like would be really hard to do when you're on that level and it's just at that volume. Because, you know, everybody has haters. You know what they say. If you ain't got haters, you're not really popping or whatever they say. So, like, to be on that level and to have, although, of course, she has, like, so much support, I imagine the hate can sometimes outweigh that. But, like, I'm sure sometimes it takes a toll on her, but, like, she still goes out and does what she needs to do, you know? She doesn't let it stop her from being a fierce competitor. It doesn't let her stop her from being a good teammate. Like, she was such a good teammate. Like, her teammates loved her. And I feel like stuff like that, you can always see someone's true character, because if they're just filming practice and stuff, like, it's even in the little things. Like, people wouldn't even want to be next to her if she actually was, like, secretly a terrible person. Like, people wouldn't even want to be, like, in her area. But, like, people would always just, like, flock to her. And, like, I think that's just a wonderful trait to have, just, like, humility. You know, when you're that good. Like, there were times when there was something that happened and she was acting like she didn't know what was good. Girl, you're gonna win gold. You know what I mean? Like, quit pretending to be nervous. But yeah, she's really an icon. And it was such a good watch. It was so inspiring. And I was just like, Simone's great. Like, but yeah, it was just another reminder of, like, we can all do whatever we set our mind to. It's just a matter of how bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying? Like, even with filming these YouTube videos and posting them, like, I'm trying to post one video a day for this month, just so I can get in the habit of being consistent and, like, seeing the fruits of my labor. And I hate editing. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I did. I wish I was one of those people who were like, yes, like, I put my own touch on this. Like, look at my edits. Unfortunately, I really hate it. But, you know, I'm not trying to work on my self-talk, so maybe one day I'll love it. Like, I'm learning to love editing. That's a better way to put it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I like it or not. It's a matter of how bad do you want it, okay? Some people, I was listening to a Duolingo podcast, and this one girl who, I think she was from, like, Brazil or something. Maybe she was from Colombia. She was from Colombia. Yeah, she's from Colombia, and she was black, she had curly hair, and they were like, oh, you're black, you have curly hair, like, making fun of her. And then she was like, so she would always perm her hair and all that stuff, and then one day she was like, all right, my hair's falling out, let's go back to being how I'm naturally supposed to be. And so she would style her hair and stuff, and she would, like, figure out how to do it through, like, YouTube, I think. And then people would be like, oh my gosh, your curly hair, in Spanish, you know, oh my gosh. And so then she would film YouTube videos, and she would have to go to her friend's house, like, 2 hours away or something, to go and edit it and, like, do all this stuff to the videos, and then she could upload it because she didn't have a computer. So you'd have to go to her friend's house, get the computer, do that anytime she wants to upload a video. And I'm like, girl, all you have to do is record on your phone and edit on your phone and upload it. That can all be done within your house. And you can't even do that? That's insane. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just really trying to work on my consistency and just putting myself out there, because I have big dreams for myself, okay? And I just got to really work on, like, being delusional, because, you know, everything sounds crazy until it's done, okay? Simone Biles is probably telling people, yeah, I'm going to go to the Olympics, and they're probably like, okay, I'm going to win gold in the Olympics. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beyonce was probably like, yeah, I'm gonna go solo one day and sell billions. And everybody was like, okay, Pookie. You know, it's always crazy until it's done. So do I sound crazy thinking that? I don't even know what the goal is. You know, the secret's top secret. But anyways, this video went all over the place, but it's over now, and I'm gonna try filming my next video earlier in the day, because I feel like when I do this right before bed, I just be saying stuff just so I can get it over with. Like, we're not going through the motions here, okay? We're putting out quality, good content, okay? Tomorrow will be a better day, all right? Okay, stay tuned, period.